everybody, welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jane Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm your foreign educated physical therapist guide to US application. So I hope you guys are doing great. I would like to thank all the subscribers, all the viewers of the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for sharing the channel. And for those of you who are watching who haven't subscribed yet, I would greatly appreciate you subscribing. It will really boost the channel up. It will really help me reach more foreign educated physical therapists to help them with their application here to the US. So for today, guys, we're going to talk about the clarification about the FCCPT Type 1 review for immigration. I'm going to share with you the email that I received and the answer to clear all the doubts about Type 1 FCCPT review for immigration. Coming up! Okay, so I'm going to read to you guys the email that I received from one of the viewers, applicants, and we'll see what is the cause of the confusion, okay? So I have one quick question, and I'd be very grateful if you could help me out. I don't have a visa and I'm planning to work as PT in Illinois. I chose FCCPT as my agency. If I understood correctly, I need to have educational credentials reviewed to see if I have any deficiencies, and then I need to pay for another service, which is Type 1 for immigration, to get healthcare worker certificate to work, because Type 1 is only issuing healthcare worker certificate for visa. Their evaluation isn't used to make me eligible for license and NPTE. That's ECR purpose. Do I understand it right? Because please kindly guide me since I don't want to make a mistake. So I emailed her back and I explained that the Type 1 review is for both credentialing and healthcare worker certificate. And then she emailed me back this. But the evaluation they do in Type 1 for immigration, which requires 210 credits, is used to issue a healthcare worker certificate, not to make eligible for NPTE, only to allow me to get the visa with healthcare worker certificate. That's the only one and only purpose. To get my credential reviewed for NPTE and get the license, I need to get ECR and fulfill 170 credits. Is that correct? I've done so much research and watched almost all of your videos, but I cannot fully understand this one. Alright, so to answer this question and to be perfectly clear about what is Type 1 review, okay, for immigration, let's go over here to the FCCPT.org website. So I put an FCCPT schedule fee. So application fee schedule, this is the amount that they charge. So as you can see, the comprehensive review, credentials review, Type 1 review is 1,340 right now. Okay, so there's reactivation, reevaluation. This is the educational credential review, 1,240. Okay, so as you can see, there's number 1 there. And when you go down here, guys, what you can see is this. I'm going to make it bigger so you can see it better. Okay, so it says here, comprehensive credential review includes a course-by-course evaluation that determines the eligibility to receive healthcare worker certificate for immigration purposes. This service is also required for licensure in 9 U.S. jurisdictions, okay? So, the Comprehensive Credential Review Type 1 is a course-by-course evaluation and also for healthcare worker certificate, okay? So, as you can see, if we go to the Type 1 review for immigration, so it says yes, it's for healthcare worker certificate. But look at this, guys. type 1 review for immigration, you have to submit the following requirements. You have a bachelor degree or higher. In physical therapy, you have to have a master's degree or higher in any subject. Okay. And so the healthcare worker certificate is issued by, if the following requirements are satisfied. So you have a bachelor and master's degree or higher. You have the licensure registration of your license if you have one in your country, the TOEFL equivalency to coursework tool number 6, and a minimum requirements of 210 total semester credits. Okay, so why are they going to use the coursework tool number 6 if they are not going to do the credentialing? The credentialing is just checking your syllabus, your transcript of records, all the subjects that you take, and they are comparing it if it is up to the standard as of now of the US government. Is it comparable? Okay, do you have all the subjects and the trainings needed by the US as of the standard that they have right now to enter and work here in the United States? Okay, so I know it can be confusing because it says healthcare worker certificate, but the type 1 the type 1 review for immigration is not just only for healthcare worker certificate, it is also for credentialing process. Okay, so just to be 100% sure, I called FCCPT. Actually, I did not call them once but twice. Okay, so I called first and asked, hey, if is type 1 review for immigration just for healthcare worker certificate, or is it both credentialing and healthcare worker certificate? And the lady who answered the phone said it is both credentialing and healthcare worker certificate. Okay, and so I forgot to ask and clarify, and I called again and said, okay, if for example I'm going to apply to Massachusetts and it says type 1 for licensure is needed, so do I have to apply for both type 1 review for immigration and type 1 review for licensure, because Massachusetts want it to be type 1 review for licensure? And again, the lady said no, the type 1 review for immigration does both the credentialing that you are needing for the state to give you a go signal to take the NPTE. So the credentialing, you will use that for NPTE purposes. And it is also for healthcare worker certificate, which is needed by your employer to petition you with a working or immigrant visa. Okay, so I personally called FCCPT, and I personally received the confirmation that indeed the type 1 review for immigration is both credentialing process for NPTE purposes and healthcare worker certificate for immigration or for visa filing of your employer that is needed in order for them to file you with a working or immigrant visa. So to be more clear about it, guys, so if you already have an immigrant visa or a working visa, or you're a US citizen and you are a foreign trained, you're here in the US, you do not need a type 1 review for immigration. You need, depending on the state, if it is the state that says type 1 review for licensure, if it is one of the states, then you have to take that kind of credentialing process or FCCPT service. But if it is other than the states mentioned there, then you have to do the ECR or Educational Credential Review. Okay, so the type 1 review for immigration is for people who do not have a working visa, who do not have an immigrant visa, who are not US citizen, they are foreign trained, and they need the employer to file them with a working or immigrant visa in order to work here in the US as a physical therapist. All right, so guys, I hope that was helpful to clarify all the doubts and the confusion about the FCCPT review, okay? FCCPT service. So I hope you know what you're getting into when you apply, okay? I always say applying to the US as physical therapist, it can be bloody, it can be brutal if you do not know what you are doing. There are many questions that I receive that I can tell that they do not know the basics, okay, the terms, okay, the offices, and what is credentialing for, what is healthcare worker certificate for, okay. It's almost like climbing a big mountain and you don't know the route, you don't know the trail going up there. You're gonna be having so much confusion. You're gonna do trial and error. You're gonna spend a lot of hard-earned money, and then you're just gonna end up with mistakes and frustration and wasted money and time because you're trying to figure out it on your own. Applying to the US as physical therapist is not an easy do-it-yourself project, guys. This is not a trial and error that you want to do. If you are done playing around and if you just want to fast forward, accelerate, speed up your mastery of what to do, what not to do in order for you to avoid the mistakes, check out the turbocharged masterclass that I have online. The main purpose of that one is for you to be empowered to know what to do so that you can speed up your US application process without committing the mistakes that a lot of people committed and ended up with wasted time, money, frustration, and actually some of them ended up with depression because of unfulfilled dreams. Some of them went to the US and tried it out to do it on their own, listen to other people who do not know what they're talking about, only to end up going back to the country they came from and not knowing when to come back here to practice as physical therapists. Okay, so it will save you a lot of time. It will save you a lot of heartaches and frustration and misery, okay? So I also have masterclass online that will guide you through the step-by-step process on how to do a physical therapy evaluation. So if you're looking for a mentor, I am online. I will walk you through there so that when you face your patient for the first time, you're not like a fish out of water. You do not know what to do. You're anxious, you're panicking because you do not know how to do a plan of care, okay? And lastly, the level 3 is USPT Golden Approach and Strategies, in which I teach you on what are the techniques, what are the strategies, what's the golden question, what's the golden approach to win the hearts of your patient, at the same time meeting their goals by performing the therapeutic activities, exercises, and techniques in a very effective way in order for you to meet the goals that you have set for your patient and for patients to meet their own goals, okay? My goal is for you to be 100% USPT ready. By the time you come here, you're ready to prove that you are worth it to have a license and that you can truly help your patient get better. So check out all those master classes. I'll be having a masterclass soon at the end of November 2022. Okay, so watch out. If you haven't subscribed yet to our email list, download the ebook, the free ebook that I have. So you will be on our email list so that you will receive the latest updates about my masterclasses, the books, or the free ebook that and complimentary call that I'm doing. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please share this video to anyone you know who will benefit from it. Please subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think about this video, and if you have any suggestions, just comment below. Thank you so much again for watching, and until the next video, stay blessed.